Right. Well, you've seen lots of the vendors here today. We've talked to so many that are involved with what's happening here today. Operation Talk to Me, Johnny, about mental health awareness, suicide awareness, and some fun too. But this all got, pardon me, this all got started for a reason. Johnny Little, and we're talking here with Sharon. Thanks for talking to us, Sharon.
Thank you for being with us today, Dave. We really appreciate you coming out and helping us spread the word about mental wellness. It's very important to our family, obviously. John obviously had PTSD from his experiences in life with his military service, and it led to a very untimely death. And not going to lie to you, after that, of course, mental wellness became a problem for myself even, right? Mm-hmm. I thought I could have a stiff upper lip and make it through without any sort of help, and that's just not the way that life works, right?
Yeah.
So, I needed to go to counseling. I needed to go to a few groups. I needed to get medication to help me through the rough spots, right? And that's okay. That's okay. Make sure that everybody out there is talking to their family doctor, talking with their loved ones, and making sure they're getting what they need, because mental wellness will only happen if we all work on our own story and make it happen so that we can support each other.
Yeah, I like a word you used in there in sharing that and it's okay. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to have these feelings, right? And maybe a lot of times we even have a hard time saying how we're feeling about these sort of things, right? So
absolutely true.
You were able to reach out and have some support, but that you wanted to fill some gaps there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I got to tell you, you did the interview with Lisa the other day. Hopefully most of your viewers were able to see it. And I will say that one of the things is my daughter is far better at using the word suicide than I am.
We talked about that in the interview, actually.
And that one is still something I struggle with. And I think it's somewhat generational, right? I think we really have to wrap our heads around the fact that people from our generation used to say things like commit suicide, and now that has evolved and changed, and we do say it in a manner where it's died by, because truthfully none of these people had a premeditated plan to finish their lives. It happened in the moment, and whatever triggers it, whatever causes it, we don't really know. But maybe if we talk about it a little bit more and help these people to get all of the support they need, then fingers crossed, not as many families will have to go through the pain.
And being able to recognize it, I was out there talking with 988, and Suicide Prevention Committee is here. I took the Safe Talk program a couple of years ago, and that was one of the things they talked about, was that it's okay to talk to somebody and say things like, are you having suicidal thoughts? And a lot of people think that by saying that, it gives them the idea of it, and that's actually a myth.
Yeah.
So this education piece is really important as well.
It really is. It really is. And you know what? If we can get kids out interacting with all of the different walks of life that are more susceptible to this sort of thing, then even if it's not a path that they choose, but they struggle somewhere in life with a loss or a tragedy that's different, hopefully they will then know that the door is open to talk about it and get the help that they need.
Yeah. And I think for people, too, who aren't experiencing that, did you notice a difference in how people talked to you, spoke to you? They maybe wanted to ask you about it but didn't know how. Were things a little more awkward?
Things were definitely a little bit more awkward. People never really quite knew how to approach us, because it was like, oh, that happened, right? And so it does make it, a little bit more challenging. And truthfully, we as a family, some of us are a little more open than others, but struggling a little bit to get our word out, only because we struggle with it, right?
Right. Struggle is real, so to speak.
Yeah. So, but the more that we talk, the more that we grow, the more that we get our information out. Hopefully it makes it easier for other families out there to, let everyone know what they're going through and how hard it is, and that they need the support of people around them. And, hopefully we can support people who are struggling with mental health so that they don't have to take a path that nobody wants them to take.
Right. Obviously, a community has come together to give your support. You know, you've got different organizations that are here today. I mean, we've got even Lambton EMS is here, firefighters, police, Wounded Warriors, who I'm going to be talking to shortly. And it's really connecting people together here today as well.
It really is, and what a great showing. You know, all of these people came to this event knowing that it was new, and we're doing really quite well with the numbers today, but hopefully next year we're even increase those numbers, because, you know, the more that we can get everyone involved and show this event could grow and really help out so many people, and these organizations that are trying so hard to make a difference so that they can also, you know, all the hard work that they put in really is important to all the persons. So yeah.
I think it's going to keep growing for sure. And thanks for talking to me here today, Sharon. Scott Maneri, the Barn Burners. I mean, there's a reason you can come out here, right? I think the dinner's sold out, right? But you can still come to the dance. How much? It's $30.
30. Yeah.
$30. Just come on out here. They're going to let Scott play till 4 a.m. Just kidding. He will if you let him, though.
He will.
And of course, we want to keep seeing this grow out here. So come on out here to the Brigden Fairgrounds. It's Operation Talk to Me, Johnny. Thanks again, Sharon.
Thank you very much, Dave.
As always, I'm David